one more thing I want to talk about since we are on the subject, and this subject actually comes up a lot on my page. This subject comes up a lot on my page, but like Cardi B and the cheating and things like that. So normally, which I had on the cheating status, like we stopped reading the comments, but it does get to that comment where somebody was like, girl, you can have it all. You know, you will get out here, you will find a man that will love you and your kids and will only love you and your kids. And I really want us to step back from the mindset and the processing of going out to just get a new person to be around our children. I understand. I understand all the levels of it, but like, so for myself, I have 3 kids, right? And my youngest 2 kids is 3 years old and 10 months old. So if me and the dad did not work out, I truly believe the priority should not be finding a stepfather. Like, I truly believe the priority should not be, let me find a man to have in the household. That process needs to be before we have children with people. Like, before you have children with people, that should be the process. Some people had that process, but I didn't. Like, I didn't. I knew I wanted children. I didn't know. I'm lying. I didn't even know I wanted children until I became a stepmother. Then I had children. Didn't know I wanted a family until I had children. My family talks to me about marriage a lot, and majority of the people in my family are married and they're happy, wonderful marriages. So I did see great representations of marriage. I feel like my social circle, my peer group wasn't married. So like, I didn't put that much pressure on marriage in my 20s. I also believe marriage doesn't guarantee anything. Like, look at Offset and Cardi B. That's his whole wife, and he's referring to her as a baby mama. The fact that he's even referring to her as a baby mama lets me know that's how he views her. That's what he judges her as a baby mama. So for me personally, I just don't subscribe to the mindset of, oh, break up your whole family because you will get a whole brand new man. And this man is going to love children that's not his more than their own father did. Like, why do y'all be having the expectation that somebody gonna come in and love your child more than their own father did? It's crazy to me. And a lot of women set their self up and set their kids up to be used and abused. And then next thing I get is women saying, so what, MJ, what are you saying? We supposed to be lonely? We supposed to go without men? But in a lot of situations, my opinion would be for myself, right? Yeah, because like I said, I have 2 children. I have 2 children fathers. I have 3 kids. 2 of my kids, 3 and 10 months old. No, my priority would not be, if I didn't work out with their father, my priority would not be dating. My priority would not be finding another man. My priority would not be trying to bring somebody into my space. My priority will then become, okay, I chose wrong. The man that I chose to have a whole family with, I chose wrong. So my first priority will be to get stable. My first priority will be to be able to provide for my children before dating. And I can't even say dating because it's not dating so much as looking for a stepfather, right? It's not dating. It's just when women have the mindset of, okay, well, I'm not going to work it out with dad. I'm just going to go out here and get a better man. And in reality, like, y'all, like, let's talk about it. So, we could talk about it. The ladies are steadily saying, get a new man, get a new man. Like, y'all saw, I just had that cat on me, so now I'm cupping cat. But the ladies are saying, get a new nigga, as if it's just great men walking around. Yes, they exist, but it's probably like, what, 9 out of every 100 men? Out of every 100 men, like 9 of them is really of any type of quality. Now, that's the men of quality. How many of them have their own crib? How many of them have their own income? How many of them have their own cars? The numbers get to dwelling. So even when the girls is out here like, oh yeah, just leave that nigga, you will get a man to love you, and like literally be giving that advice to women with 5 kids and 6 kids. Like, baby, you have 5 to 6 kids. Why would the mindset be, oh, I can find a man to love me and my 5 kids right now? Why isn't the mindset, okay, let me take a step back. And then there's different situations, different scenarios, right? A woman that was married and had 5 kids by her husband is not in the same boat as a woman that's got 3 to 4 to 5 baby daddies. It's not even in the same boat. If you're looking for a man, your past is going to equate to what he think he could do to you. That's why they say never tell a man your past, because you're just teaching him what you took from other men. And baby, whatever you tell him happened to you, he gonna put you through worse. Okay? Whatever you say, he's gonna put you through worse. So you never tell a man about your hurt. But y'all know that, because that's law. But at the same time, when you're coming to men and you have 3 baby daddies, you have 4 baby daddies, 2 of the baby daddies is deadbeats, and he's put together, like, that's off-putting as hell. So maybe take a step back. That's just me personally. Whenever the girls be on my page answering me like, girl, you could just get a new nigga and he be better than the last. You could get a new nigga to love you and your kids. Like, y'all are looking at me. I'm a very attractive woman. I'm a very attractive woman. Very pretty in my face. Very nice body. Very much in shape. Very much, it makes her own money. Very much capable of making more money. You know, very good mother, very nurturing, very soft, very feminine. I embody feminine energy, very much into myself. I love myself, right? And I love everything I have going on for me. With that being said, it's not like I'm under the impression that I couldn't get another man. Even when women say that to me, it's like, look at me. Men throw their wallets at me every day. Every day I go to the gas station or I walk outside. Every day, no matter what I do, men are throwing themselves at me like $2 hookers. Okay, like whores. Okay, some men start the conversation with, I want to take care of you. Especially like downtown when I'm down, I work downtown. So when I'm downtown, I'm in the Gold Coast or I'm anywhere with money, that's what men lead with. I want to take care of you. You don't have to work here. You don't have to do none of these things. With that being said, even when women tell me, one girl was like, yeah, but you're staying with your man. If you think your man's cheating, you're staying with him out of desperation because you believe you can't get another man. And I'm like, do you truly think I believe that about myself? Do you truly think I believe I can't get another provider? I'm not under the impression that I couldn't get another provider. I'm under the impression that this is the man that I chose to create a family with. And I don't want to bring multiple men around my children, especially when my children's father is a great man. I don't want to do that. It's crazy to me that we live in a society that really downs women for wanting to keep their families together. That is insane to me. Like, I get it. I get it. I support women that want to leave. But it's so crazy because, like, the girls are on the status talking about they girls, but at the same time, they're trying to down me and say backhanded shit. Like, one of the girls, she said all her shit, but at the end, she was like, but, you know, if you're just that desperate to keep a man, if you're just that desperate to have a man, you're being condescending. You're trying to leave backhanded ass notes. If I really get on your life and eat you up, then you're going to be saying I'm mad, when in reality, that's just how I am. But my point is, the point of that whole matter is, don't say condescending shit to me. That's the point of that matter. Like, just don't say condescending shit to me. But long story short, saying all these things with, I don't know. Because I wouldn't get upset if a girl wants to move on. I don't get upset when women want to move on. So I don't understand why women get upset about the girls who don't want to move on. Especially when the situation is very conducive to them. A lot of girls out here, when I'm talking to them and they have multiple babies' fathers, that situation would drive me crazy. I literally already learned my lessons with 2 baby dads. Like, 2 baby dads, I don't need 4. I don't need no more. Like, I don't even need no more. And it's the same thing with these men, because for me, and I've just said this in a few videos and I'm going to say it again. After a man has 2 baby mamas, that means he had 2 chances to be a family. If he doesn't marry neither one of those baby mamas, I wouldn't fuck with him, and I definitely wouldn't have no baby by him, because he's already showing you that he's intentionally not building a family structure. That was the biggest red flag for Cardi out the gate. If Cardi did not see no other signs, no other signals, I definitely feel like people with more than 2 or 3 baby daddies, first off, I'm a red flag, right? I have 2 baby daddies. So if it doesn't work with my second baby daddy, that's some off-putting in my judgment. Because why would I then have children? So I already have 1 child with 1 man, and it already didn't work. So I wasn't intentional, put forth no thought before I had my second and third child with the next man. No, I'm not going to then leave this man and get another baby daddy. At some point, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at the men that's like, nah, Miss Mia. You created 2 broken homes. Did you try to work it out with your children's father? What were you doing? Like, I can't. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. But it's like I can't be mad at them if I didn't work out with my baby daddy and certain men was like, you know what, I'm not interested. You already have 2 children, fathers. So you already have 2 men that's connected to you for life. You are, and then y'all know how I am. You're gonna take care of me regardless. Like you are. You're gonna take care of me regardless. Because if I have a child for you, I don't care if we together or not, honestly. And I see that's the other thing. I think it's really important to talk to whoever you're having a child with, because me, like, my baby daddies know I'm spoiled. They knew I was spoiled before either one of them even fucked with me. So it's like I literally feel like, make sure I'm straight. Like, I had your child and I take care of your child. I have y'all children full time. I do my shit as a mama. Y'all know I do my one as a mama. So take care of me, period. Keep my lifestyle. Make my lifestyle. And I feel like that's one regret I don't have. Like, I chose good ass baby daddies. Like, they're gonna make sure shit's straight. I don't have to sleep with nobody. I don't have to flirt with nobody. I don't even really have to be nice. I could really be on their line like, motherfucker, this is what I need, this is what I want. I'm not like that, but I could. Regardless, they're gonna provide. But that's the same thing, like I tell men, right? When men are just like, oh, women should stop creating all these homes and da-da-da. Women, we have to start looking at these men and holding them to the same standard, bro. Why the fuck is you talking to a man with kids and you don't have no kids? Why is you as a woman with no kids talking to a man with 3 kids? Why are you doing that? Men, why is you as a man with no kids, why are you over there talking to a bitch with 2 kids? Why are you doing that? You're already unequally yoked. And that's not to say single parents should be with single parents or whatever, but it just, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And the other thing is, we're so quick to, okay, well, it don't work out with this person. I'm going to run off and be with this nigga. Now, mind you, so I'm going to say for myself, I got 3 kids. Say I go be with a man, he got 3 kids. But he got 3 kids and 2 baby mamas. I got 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. Bitch, that just became 6 adults. And that's not including his other 2 baby mamas who got men. And that's not including my other 2 baby daddies who got women. So now, what's that? What did that just become? 2, 4, 6, what they become 12? Now we got 12 adults in the equation over children when it's supposed to be 2 parents. Now we got 12 parents. Because we got me and my baby dad, right? No, we got me and my man, right? My 2 baby daddies and they 2 people, right? So that's 6 right there. Then his 2 baby mama and they 2 people. So was it 10? So now it's 10 people in this equation. Like, we making these broken homes like the shit makes sense. And baby, I'm telling you, it do not make sense. So now I have children. So me and the man that I have children with, my oldest daughter has a sister on her father's side. And my youngest 2 have brothers and sisters on their father's side. And then my youngest 2 have another sister. Then my daughter, we thought that was her brother, but it turns out that's not her father's baby, so that's not her brother. So listen how messy this shit is. My daughter went 3 years thinking this little boy is her brother. They ended up getting a DNA test. That's not even his baby. Look at this messy shit, y'all. This is his wife. He's married to her. So it's nothing that's going to be over with. The woman that he married already had 5 kids. No, the woman he married had 4 kids with 4 baby daddies. She married my baby daddy. So now she got a husband. She had a baby, and my baby daddy thought that was his. But you know, y'all, this is what happens when you cheat on a bitch. He cheated on me with this bitch. So the bitch he cheated on me with got pregnant by him. They did everything, the gender reveal, baby showers, all the shit he didn't do with me. He did with her. Okay? He did everything with her. Baby showers, gender reveals. He did propose to me. I got a big ass proposal, but I called the wedding off. They went to City Hall. That's part of the reason why we ain't get married. Because I would rather not be married than go to City Hall, personally. Anyway, so come to find out, they did a DNA test. This little boy ain't my baby daddy's baby. So what that means? That means now my daughter not only thinks this little boy has been her brother for 3 years, but now my daughter has gotten used to his wife's kids. His wife of the 4 kids. Now y'all all brothers and sisters. The shit's so messy because, and I'm not gonna go no more into their business because that's their business. I wouldn't even spoke on it, but this shit was all over the internet. Like, it blew up all over the internet because motherfuckers, like, they just kept bringing it to me like, look, motherfuckers cheated on you, and the bitch he cheated on you with, the baby ain't even his. That shit was some real, like, Jerry Springer type shit. You know, but it's just the point of my daughter's caught up in that shit. And why is my daughter caught up in this shit? Because I chose to create a broken home. I had a baby with a man that I knew I wasn't going to marry. Before I got pregnant, I knew I was not going to be with that man forever. I knew that shit. So why the fuck would I lay up and have a baby? Some women can't stand on their shit, just like Cam Newton. Some of you bitches and niggas be sounding like Cam Newton. Y'all know we made messed up choices, the wrong choices, but you gonna stand on that shit because you not strong enough to say, hey, this shit wasn't serving of the black community. Hey, this shit don't serve my kids. I don't want my daughter to do this. I don't want my daughter to have 2 baby daddies. I want my daughter... I would love for my daughter to get married and all her children be by one man. That's the goal. We moved the goal. Motherfuckers is so big on saying marriage isn't important. Marriage isn't important unless the real bond there. But for what marriage is supposed to be, it's the best fucking thing ever, bro. For what marriage is supposed to be. And then I'm also mad at myself because after I had my first one, I didn't woman the fuck up after I had my first one and say, you know what, I'm gonna make better decisions. I'm not having another baby until I'm married. What? I'm a raw ass little bitch. One of the rawest in Chicago when it comes to everything, mindset, the way I carry myself, the way I cook, clean, keep my house, the way I keep my businesses, and the way this cookie crumbles, baby. It's that. Always been that. So it's not like I was under the impression that a man wouldn't marry me. I was never under the impression that I had to accept the lesser. All my niggas been, you raw as fuck, bitch. Period. You raw as fuck, and that's why your man come out, he come for you. That's why he take care of you when he be having your back. And that's why he be down for all your crazy, wacky ass adventures. Because that's one thing about my bitch. My bitch is gonna take us on an adventure. Follow her. But saying all that to say, these broken homes, I was supposed to take a step back. Okay, boom. I had my first baby when I was 25, so it really wasn't even no excuse for me. Some girls, when you a teenager and you in your early 20s, you got more of an excuse. It wasn't no excuse for me because I waited till I was 25 and I come from a family of wives, so I already knew that. And then for the ones that, hold on, y'all. Hello? And then for the ones that's like, oh, marriage don't guarantee nothing, marriage don't guarantee nothing. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hey, baby. Yay. Okay, I'm on live right now. I love y'all. Love you. I love you, son. I love you. I love you, daughter. Love you. Mwah. Okay, that's why you gotta have a village, period. Sorry about that. But what we was talking about, broken homes, broken families. So instead of me getting married first, which I knew I should have did, like if I'm committed enough to you to have a baby by you, I should be committed enough to you to marry you. If I'm not committed enough to you to marry you, if I'm scared to marry you, why am I comfortable having a baby with you? Because we could have got divorced. When me and my baby daddy broke up, we could have got divorced and went our separate ways. But guess what's forever? Having a kid. Having a kid is forever. But anyway, I have her. 4 years after her, I was with her daddy 6 years, whatever. But I left when she was 4 years old. So 4 years after that, instead of me making the decision that I'm going to get married, I'm not going to create another broken home, I'm not going to be a baby mama, woo, 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 I get with my baby daddy, and we start a whole other family. I'm not married. I didn't ask for none of these things. I didn't put none of the requirements on it. I wanted my son. I wanted another baby. And now we have a family. I cannot be a responsible mother and say, okay, this not working out. I'm going to just get a whole nother man to bring over my children. When I see that girls have 5, 6 kids, and they have 4 baby daddies, and you get to doing the math, that means their oldest child has at least seen 3 people. And if you're dating like that and comfortable with bringing people into your household, and if you're bisexual, how many people have your kids seen? And that don't just go for women. My baby daddy, in the time that we've been broken up, has brought my daughter around so many motherfucking women, y'all. I've been with the same man the whole time. My daughter has only ever seen me with her stepfather. And I wouldn't even say stepfather. I'm going to say bonus father, because I'm tired of the weird shit we do. We be calling baby daddies and boyfriend stepfathers until he marries me. That's a bonus dad. Like, do they really want to have this conversation? But how many people have your child seen, bro? And what effect does that have on a little boy? What effect does that have on a little boy watching his mama date multiple women? Watching his mama date multiple men. A lot of reason why we're struggling with men in this generation is because they hate their mothers. A lot of the problem we're having with men in our generation is because these men hate their mothers. These men saw their mothers get lied to, cheated on. A lot of these men watch their mothers cheat on men. A lot of these men watch their mothers get their ass whooped, or they watch their mother have 2 or 3 little friends. A lot of the problems we're having with the men in this generation is because they hate their own fucking mamas, and they be perpetuating to us. A man whose mama was a hoe, he's not going to see women no other way than being a hoe. How can he? How can he? His mother was his first representation of what a woman is, and she showed him deceit. She showed him deceit. So why do you think you're going to prove more of a woman than what his mother showed him? Because you're not. You can't compete with the image he had since he was accumulating as a little boy. Same thing with the girl. Same thing with the girl. When your daughters see all these men in and out, how the fuck do you then teach her how to respect herself or how to respect her valuable cookie? Bitch, you don't respect yours. What are you finna teach your kids? So many people have kids and forget they have to raise kids. Forget what they say, what they do impacts kids. Forget how they carry themselves is how they carry those kids. They're forgetting that shit. When you have kids, what you expose them to is what you are creating. And you can't be a hypocrite. And I'm a fucking hypocrite, bro. Because I didn't see my parents smoke and drink. And my kids should never see me smoke or drink. So I have to tighten the fuck up. Because my daughter, I looked up and she was 8. I looked up and she was aware. And I do feel like a bad parent for exposing you to certain shit that I'm going to get mad if you repeat. You can't repeat this shit, but I'll do it in front of you. You can't repeat this shit, but I'll say it. No, I'm going to hold myself to a fucking standard. We have to hold ourselves to a motherfucking standard, bro. That's all I'm saying. We are so quick to create these multiple households. And there's so much that go into it. It's very hard to have a very healthy co-parenting relationship because, one, you're trying to make sure your new relationship feels secure. But if you were really close with your co-parenting relationship, how secure is your new relationship? Because all this broken home, all this shit we normalizing is not supposed to be. It's not normal. It's not normal. I actually don't even think the poly shit is normal. It's not normal.
It does not work. Let's get into some comments. Oh, they not ready for the conversation. So that comment was in relation to me saying, how many people have you brought around your kids? So, okay, me and my man, we've been together. So he'll say 4 years, I'll say 5 years. And the reason why I say 5 years is because, like, this is our 5th year doing everything, right? Like, he spent August 4th, 2020 with me, August 4th, 2021, August 4th, 2022, August 4th, 2023, August 4th, 2024. So for me, I count that as 5 years, but he counts it as 4 years, whatever. That's the only person my daughter has seen. My baby daddy left to be with the bitch they cheated on me with. He was with her for a little minute. They got engaged. Then he met some other little bitch through his sister. He takes both his daughters, moves in with the other little bitch. So when I say both his daughters, I'm including my daughter. And also my bonus daughter, because those who know my story know I was raising his daughter since she was 5 months old. That's why I like that step-parent shit is just not worth it to me. But I got my own experiences, my own testimonies. I wouldn't suggest nobody be a step-parent unless you got your own motherfucking kids. But even then, I don't suggest nobody be a motherfucking step-parent, like, unless you motherfucking married, because it just, and even with, you know what, if I was married, it would have been worth it, because then I would have had rights to her. But the way he up and took her, no. But anyway, so he meets this little bitch, and he decides he fucking with her. He moves in with her. He takes both our girls over there. Yes, my daughter was still, I had primary custody of her. She was still living with me, but whatever. When he was coming to pick her up for a weekend, I'm not checking behind this nigga. I didn't know I had to be like, where you going? Who you with? What you doing? Where you going? Who you with? I just met your wife. So I'm thinking, I'm automatically just assuming like, oh, when you pick up my girls, the only girls that you fit, the only woman you finna have them around is your fiance, right? Wrong. Because he moved in with a bitch for 2 weeks, and the whole 2 weeks he was fucking with the bitch, he took his girls along with him. Why? So then him and his wife, once they work it back out, his fiance at the time, they work it back out. Now he dumps that girl, takes the kids, and move back with his wife, all in front of my daughters. So then when the wife did some more other shit, they break up again. I'm sure she was cheating the whole time. Like, for the baby to come out and not be his, she was doing dirt shit like that. So now I understand why he'll disappear on her and get new bitches. But my thing is, he always took my daughter. So my daughter, between being 6 and 8 years old, has probably seen her daddy with 5 women. That shit is disgusting, and there's no reason for it. These are not women that she can call if she needs something. These are not women she can depend on. I feel like there's no point in me meeting your child if at any point in time you're going to take your child out of my life. I'm the type of woman that when I come into your child's life, your child could call me at 16. Baby, we could break up and your child could still hit my life. Because what's the point of me even coming in your child's life? I could keep dating you, I could keep fucking you, I could keep sliding the seed without our children knowing each other. So there's no point in me introducing you to my child unless you're trying to lock in with my child. If you just locking in with me, baby, be safe. But when you trying to lock in with my child, I need that even if we break up, my child could call you. Why not? Even if something happens right now today, London knows she can call me. Now, like, she knows she could call me because I love her. So that's just how I feel about that. But yeah, bringing all that, bringing men around, and it works both ways. Men, when you bring a lot of women around your boys, what does that teach your young men? They're not going to have happy, fulfilled relationships. And me and y'all going to have to do something different because the generations has changed. When we were younger, the older generations, our mothers and grandparents, they couldn't have bank accounts, they couldn't own nothing, blah, 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 shit that made you need a man. Now, the generation of women y'all are dealing with, they're making the women so much more independent. The women don't need for shit. You can really sit at home and make content on OnlyFans and make more than a man with a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, men, what's going to be your approach? You can't just y'all sons are not going to be able to womanize our daughters. So what are you teaching them when you bringing a lot of women around? Same thing, men. What are you teaching your daughters when you have women around? You're teaching your daughters to not be. When a man is a hoe in front of his daughters, when a man brings multiple women around in front of his daughters, you make your daughters a hoe. Why? Because your daughters start to say, I'll never be her. I'd rather be him than be her. You're showing your daughter the weakness of women, and she is making up in her head that she is her daddy's daughter, and she'll rather be like that than be like the women you're using. And it's up to you what you want to present. Boys lose respect for their mamas. So if you're bringing a lot of men in and out the house, your son is not going to respect you, bro. It's going to get some point you're not going to be able to tell him shit, and he's going to hate you. He's not going to want no woman like you, but he's going to be attracted to women like you. Why? Because we go get our parents. We go get our parents. So he's going to be attracted to women like you. That's one of the problems with these men. When these men talk about, oh, you're too masculine, you're too masculine. You are attracted to what you're calling masculinity, which is her independence. You're attracted to her independence because you saw your mama be independent. But you hate your mama, so you're going to hate her too. Use your mouth. Use your brain. Use your brain. Not till I get all the papers, my oldest degree, nothing. I'm sorry, my oldest... Nothing till I said yes. Oh, your oldest didn't mean nothing till you said yes, girl, period. And that till you get them papers. My oldest didn't see nothing till I said yes. And you're right about that. Like, why are we introducing kids to our boyfriends? Why are we introducing kids to our baby daddies? You're not going to get, these girls be like, just go get him a new stepdaddy, and it really just be a new boyfriend because it don't be no marriage involved. It don't be no marriage involved. No. The kids don't gotta see no other man though. Man's having, and I got multiples. I go be grown on my free time. So what they got to do with what I said? The caption literally says, not bringing another man around my kids. That didn't say I won't date. That didn't say I won't go outside the house and date. I won't be an adult. I still travel. I still do what I want to do. But that's saying I'm not bringing another man in my home where my kids are over my kids. It's uncomfortable for every fucking body. Now the kids is trying to adjust to this man. I'm not doing it. I should have chose better the first time. A lot of people just don't want to hear that shit. But third time in, like, okay, you fuck up the first time. Oh no, I'm not, yeah. I'm agreeing with you too. You know, it's just like after the first time, okay, whatever. You might have been young, dumb, whatever, even though we need to get past that. Because we need to have kids with people that we do actually expect to be with forever. I honestly did not expect to be with my first baby daddy forever. And then there was times where I was like, okay, well, I'm going to marry you because I want a family. But it's like in the back of my head, I still knew no. So, because I knew that, like, no, you know. And yeah, I'm not saying like I wouldn't date. And I'm not saying that if dating got to the point of marriage. But what I could say is, without marriage, you're not meeting my kids. The way I move, my kids don't know each other's fathers. It just don't feel right to me. But see, that's still us perpetuating dysfunction as fuck. Like, that's still us perpetuating dysfunction as fuck. And I get it, because what choice do you have? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the kids aren't meeting each other's fathers means where was the marriage coming into play? When was y'all getting married before y'all had kids? And I said it 100 times for me too. Like, I didn't plan for marriage with my first or second baby daddies. Where was the marriage gonna come into play? When was I gonna think of that? After? Like, to have 3 kids now, and now I'm gonna be like, okay, well, the third man I'm gonna make my husband. Like, we gotta do better, y'all, as a whole community. And reason being, like, the broken home shit and the way all the children are affected. For example, say you got one baby daddy that likes to cash his, child out. And that one baby daddy, your child with him is the only child on his family side. So that means that's the only grandson on that side. That's the only nephew on that side. He's the only baby on that side. But say you got another son. That son, that baby daddy is a deadbeat, and that family is a deadbeat. Yeah, you don't really have to worry about the first son so much because you know his daddy family gonna do it. But now you got 2 kids with 2 totally different life experiences coming out the same home. Now you got one child that gets to go on vacation with his daddy people, and you got another child that spends every summer with you, might go to summer camp. Now you got another child that daddy is investing in the best NBA camps, and now you're trying to come up with the money Now you're trying to come up with the money to be able to send the other son to the NBA camp. Now you got one dad that buys his son 6 Jordans for back to school, but it's hurting you to buy your son without the daddy 2 pairs of Jordans. Kids in the same household being raised totally different, getting totally different experience. This one boy might go on vacation out of town, and this other boy ain't been nowhere but the block. You're creating Cain and Abel. It creates Cain and Abel. Yeah, we gotta do better as a whole, men and women, because fathers do the same thing. Now, you're not in the household with this child, but you're in the household with that child. You're creating the same chaos, the same jealousy. Now, when the child you're not in the household comes over, you're kissing his ass because you feel guilty. So you kissing his ass, you allowing shit you wouldn't even allow, all type of shit, because you feel guilty. But for your kids that live with you now, they feel like you're mistreating them because they don't know that you're only treating your outside. They don't know you're treating the child outside of the house special because of your guilt. They feel like you like that child more, or whatever the case may be. But that can happen easily because if you're living with a kid day in, day out, and you're waking up to him, and you're going to sleep with him, you're there for the filler moments. If your other kids only come over once a weekend, you're gonna be a little more attentive because there are no filler moments. But that's what the fuck we're creating, and everybody's just like, it's fine. It's fine. Get a new one. Have more kids. Oh, your baby mama tweaking, get another baby mama. Like, niggas really say shit like, I'll start a new family. And be meaning it. Men and women. I be telling the women, like, yes, when we have babies for these men, we give a lot up. We give our bodies up. Sometimes we give our sanity up. Sometimes we have to give up the way we make money. But that's just the same thing when we think about these men having kids too. I tell these men, now you done had a baby by a crazy bitch. All she know is you make you a little money, so she only kept this baby to put your ass on child support. You don't pay that child support, they're gonna take your license, which takes away your revenue and your income, or they're gonna lock your ass up, which again takes away your freedom, your revenue, and your income. So having babies by bitches is dangerous for men. Then say you trying to move on, you got a good woman, you trying to move on, but you got a baby mama for hell that's always fucking with you, stalking you. You could kill her, but now you risking your freedom again or going to jail for life. You get married to this woman that you like, that you truly love and want to be with, and now your baby mama puts y'all on child support. Because now it's not just you, now it's y'all. Or you meet a woman that's got sense, and you trying to be with this woman, and the woman finds out that you got a crazy ass baby mama, so she don't want nothing to do with you. And then, because a bitch with sense gonna be like, oh no, baby. A woman with sense, a woman that's got self-esteem about herself, she ain't got time to be going back and forth with you and your baby mama that you ain't got no control of. She ain't got no time for your baby mama to be garnishing her checks for child support, because you done picked a baby mama that uses you like an income. You picked a baby mama that don't even want to work. Ain't even gonna work. You was her income. You was her sole provider, even after the baby. Or worse, you picked a baby mama that's got 3 other baby daddies, and that's just her income. That's just how she living. Now you done ruined your whole life. These niggas really sit up and be like, but the women, but the women, but the women. Bro, I honest to God believe the more children you have and the more messy situations you have, the more you decrease your chance of getting a healthy person. Because why would a mentally healthy person, why would a stable, successful, financially successful person want to take on that baggage? So you mean to tell me if my choice is between you mean to tell me I got 3 choices of men? It's a man with no kids, a man with 1 kid, and a man with 5 kids. And they all are equally as good. All 3 of them provide. All 3 of them is loyal. All 3 of them help with kids and they cook and clean. Which man do you think I'm going to take? Which man do you think I'm going to take? Why would I take the man with the kids and I could get a man without a kid that do all the same shit? So that's literally like what's going on out here. And I'm seeing the men arguing, I'm seeing the women arguing. I saw that man make that status. He posted the status like yeah, I took my daughter to school today, and I feel like a lame ass nigga. I don't feel like a real nigga. I feel like a lame ass nigga because I'm sitting here taking his daughter to school while he living his best life and all this other shit. And sis ass would not have that nigga around if she was not trying to find that girl a new daddy, because that's not her daddy, and she shouldn't be left alone with that man. Y'all are very comfortable because this girl gonna come on my status. And she was like, so we can't ask our boyfriends for help now? So that's really fucking, that's shit. That is shit that you're going to tell women that they shouldn't ask their boyfriends for help. No, you shouldn't be asking your boyfriend to drive your daughter to school. It's so many things that depend on that to me. How long has he known your daughter? How long have you known him? What's the dynamics? But based off him making that status lets me know she should have never left her daughter alone with him. I'm having a hard time believing that a man that's bold enough to make a status about this shit has not texted you about it, said something under his breath, or did some subliminal shit that lets you know how you feel about how he feels about your daughter. And you got that man around your daughter anyway. No. Every mammal in the animal kingdom, every mammal kills the female's offspring. Every male animal in the animal kingdom kills the female's offspring. So I don't trust it on a natural level. I just don't even trust it on a natural level. And it's like, if you're going to be with a man, you like vet him, check him and vet him. And also, I know it was dangerous being single with no kids, but I feel like it's more dangerous being single with multiple kids, because I know you're a bigger mark in that way. But I'm gonna hop off here again. I'm going to make some TikTok material while I'm thinking about it. If y'all have anything else you want to talk about, please let me know. Please go subscribe to my YouTube so I can start going live on YouTube. So go over there, The Ghetto Feminine, because y'all, very feminine, but very ghetto. Y'all, I think I just found a new tag. That's cute. That was real cute. Real cute.